We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe.
Hey, welcome to Bodnars Bids and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar.
And I'm Maureen.
Lovely to see you this morning.
You see me every morning.
I know, but it's always wonderful to see you in the morning. It's my morning sunshine of the day. So to follow up from the last podcast, I had my Pizza Hut pizza. You did have it. Yes, I did. I had my Pizza Hut pizza. Right after we taped, I ordered my Pizza Hut pizza. It came, and you know what? It was delicious. Right? You didn't have any.
I don't eat that stuff.
Why not? You should. I know you can't have the greasy pizza, but it was just as good as I remembered. So, pan pizza with the works. There you have it. And I had it a second time since, but not a third.
No, that's too much.
Too much?
Too much.
It's never too much. My life is not too much.
You're too much, all right.
I am not. So, at any rate, I just wanted to update the audience on the Pizza Hut pizza. Yes, it is great. It is worth it. Highly recommend it. Come on down to Pizza Hut. I could be like, what's his name? Who does the pizza reviews? Portney, I think is his last name. Portney.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
Dave Portnoy or something like that.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy. He does the pizza
reviews. He
reviews.
runs Barstool Sports, and then he does these pizza reviews on the side.
He does pizza reviews. People get so angry.
Yes, because Maureen's content of choice is pizza reviews.
Apparently, TikTok thinks I should be watching pizza reviews all the time because that's been the new thing on my feed. You know, every 8th video, he's doing pizza reviews.
You know what I've been meaning to tell you? You messed up my TikTok algorithm.
Yeah.
Because now it's all auction recommendation stuff. And it's been bugging the hell out of me. I'm like, give me my puppets. Where's all my other stuff?
Isn't it crazy? I'll tell you, I have to say, all these algorithm things, they're a pain in the neck. I mean, I'm just saying, you accidentally might hover on one thing, and then all of a sudden, boop.
Yeah, but then it goes away if you stop hovering over it. If you just scroll past it, it goes away.
But sometimes it's like a train wreck. You have to look. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then clearly the algorithm's right because you want to look at it.
No, I don't want to look.
If you can't look away, then clearly you're looking at it.
So subconsciously, it's telling me this is what I need to be looking at, I guess.
It's telling you what to think.
Oh, that's terrible. This is terrible. But this is how it works. I don't know. But I have to say, that's the one thing about TikTok and this and that. You're right. You stop once, forget it. Then you gotta go, and then it like clears its brain. You know, it's like shake the Muppet.
Sometimes I'll just watch something random just to fix the algorithm.
So you have more choices, or just to get rid of it?
It's just to change it up.
Oh.
Yeah, but sometimes it is so deeply rooted in what you are like searching,
right?
That it's like, we know you're trying to switch it up. Here's more auction videos.
I guess, but it does do that. I don't disagree. It sometimes I feel like it's reading my mind, and then like
it's not reading your mind.
Yeah, I disagree.
It's implanting into your mind.
It's what?
Implanting into your mind.
It could be. I don't know what it is. No, there was 5 times recently where I was thinking something, and it came up, and I was like, man, this is scary shit.
I mean, it's not reading your mind as much as it is just like if you like A and you love B, it's going to assume you're going to love C.
I don't know.
Yes, just like what we do. If someone emails us or calls us and says, I have a collection of, I don't know, 10 toys.
Right.
What else is in that collection? What does their house look like?
Yeah, no. No, you're
you
right.
can picture it all. You know
can.
exactly what they collect. You know exactly what they have. It's the same concept.
I guess it's the same concept. I understand what you're saying, that I can figure it out by 8 photographs what your life is, what it was
What's
like.
What kind of house you have, what kind of car you drive,
Yeah.
how you decorate your house, what other things you collect, what are you into, what do you watch on TV.
So we could basically work for a lawyer. That's what they do when they're trying to pick a jury. It's the same concept. Just like runaway jewelry. You ever seen Runaway Jewelry? You've seen Runaway Jewelry.
No.
Yeah, with John Cusack and what's her name? But the whole point of Gene Hackman is he's supposed to pick the jury, so he has a runaway jury, and you follow what they're doing. You have an understanding. I mean, I remember when I went to jury duty, and I was about to get on a jury, and they ask you, "Do you have bumper stickers? What do you like? What's this?" They ask you all these kinds of questions so they can figure out your personality.
Of course.
And they want a certain person on the jury.
Right. That's why you have to make yourself as non-jury friendly as possible, kids. PSA for getting out of jury duty. Just go in and say the most random things. And
that's what I did.
You.
It was so much fun.
I don't think
I pre-pandemic, they sent me a thing for jury duty, and I said, I run a business. What part of that makes you think I'm going to sit there? And they said, okay, you're excused. And then they sent me a notice for grand jury duty notice. And I said, if I can't come one day, what makes you think I can come every single week for, like, what was it, 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, I think it's 3 months.
Like once a week for 3 or 4 months. What makes you think? But then the silver lining to COVID and lockdowns and everything else was that was right before it. So, well, now I don't know. Now I might take it as a little break. I bring a book. I don't have to deal with the auction and everything else for a day or two. You know what? Sign me up.
Yeah, but what if you get on a case and you're on it for a year?
You know, like
if that's in the cards, Maureen ain't here for a year.
I don't know.
If it's
I'd have
God's
to do this
will,
podcast all by myself for a year. This would be terrible.
I'd sit next to you, buddy. I'd do it.
There you go.
We would figure it out, but I mean,
so.
it'd be like TV. I don't know, like the Murdoch case. I would sit there.
No, it's about to come back up.
Juries wouldn't pick me because I'd be like, guilty.
I can't do it.
Guilty.
Listen, I remember I went. Well, first off, I've gotten those letters, and I have multiple mailing addresses.
Yeah.
So I would always kind of play
multiple different counties.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the key. That's the key. That's it. The only other time I was called for jury duty in my life, I had just moved from Union County to Middlesex County.
Right.
My mail was being forwarded, and I was like, "Sorry, I'm not there anymore."
Right. Yeah. No. I used to use the, hey, I'm the boss. I own my own business. I can't do it. It's a hardship. They hit me like 3 times, and then it was like the 4th time. Sorry, no, they made me come. I had to go, But what are they going to do? They're going to come and arrest you? I know it's your duty to do it. However, it's not like they're going to send out officers, like a truancy officer, to come and arrest you, I don't think. I guess you can be fined, but I don't even know if you can be fined.
I have no idea.
I think the reality is if you don't want to do it, they're not going to make you do it.
Well, that's just it. Like, you can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
Right. But I remember when I went, and then we had to go up there. And, of course, I was hoping I would go in and they'd be like, everyone can go home, because I know a lot of people that they sit there for an hour, and then everybody can leave.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen for me. I get there, and then they call us in. Then they're picking out a jury for an accident-related case where some woman was in a car accident and something like that.
See, it's always stupid stuff. Give me something juicy.
Oh, yeah, this was a car accident. And the judge up there, this was crazy too. He had like a stroke, and I could barely understand him. And I'm like, why is this guy even still on the bench? But I guess these guys, you get lifetime appointees and stuff like that.
They yield too much power sometimes.
I guess, but he had he couldn't even really talk. I'm like, what the hell is he saying? I don't even know what he's saying.
Please,
it was like that.
Please rise.
I was like, this is nuts. And so I remember they're picking. And they're coming down to like the last few, and then I have to get up. I'm like, damn! So I had to go up, and then I was like, I strongly said like, well, listen, if I think the law is stupid, I'm not going to side on the verses of the law. I'm going to verse on common sense.
And they said, "Have a nice day, sir."
No, the judge said. The judge 6 times went, "Are you sure? I mean, there has to be law and order, and there is a law, and you would have to judge." I'm like, no. I said, if it's like a seatbelt law, it's stupid. It should be someone's
We've seen the law fail
to wear a seatbelt. I was like really giving it that. I was really giving it to him like that, and they finally said, so you don't think you could be unbiased towards the law. I said, nope.
Nope.
And then they finally said, see you later.
Yep. See, that's what I was saying.
They try to guilt trip you with the whole Law and Order thing, and you're just like, nope.
Nope.
No. Listen, it's so stupid. I mean, all the laws that are out there, this is a country that's supposed to be free, and it's filled with laws.
Listen, certain laws are necessary.
Yeah.
Not every law is fair or just or necessary.
I mean,
slavery
let's be real.
was legal.
There was laws that would prevent me and you from sitting in the same room, buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what's crazy. I
So-
wouldn't be able to side with that. That's insane.
Yeah, no. So not every law.
Imagine me
is
having to lug
just.
all this gear into that fucking room.
No, that's crazy.
Can you imagine?
No. But those were laws back in the day. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I was like, this is not for me. I couldn't side with that. I mean, all the stupid laws out there. There's so many.
There's
Even
a lot.
just
Seatbelt laws.
Seatbelt laws.
If I want to go through my windshield, that's my right to do so.
You know.
It's true. I understand having to seatbelt your children.
You know what I think is a stupid law? Anything to do with the lights in a car.
Right.
Like, and I get a ticket for it. If I'm like looking for something and I put a light on and, look in the dark, I've gotten pulled over and ticketed for that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, that's insane. No. Those kind of laws are dumb.
Yeah.
Now, if you murder somebody, you should get locked up.
Absolutely.
I think so. Yes. No, that's a definite.
It depends.
Yes.
No, this is a pretty standard one. I mean,
that's really kind of
okay.
Law.
no violence.
Violence.
But then there's people who are above the law. So
Exactly. So that's really the
then
gig.
there's that.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. But no jury duty for me. No jury duty for you either.
No.
Jury duty.
I don't know, man. I would sit there with my book, though. I'm just saying, and just,
How are you going to read a book while you're watching the case?
No, well, you're waiting for the jury selection because that's usually all it ever is.
Well, yeah, but the cases last a day or two.
They could, I guess.
The lawyers have to get paid. I mean, they're making $400 an hour.
Oh my God, 400! I think you're lowballing it, sir.
Maybe 600,000. I know a couple guys. They make $1,000 an hour. That's crazy.
I know.
And most of the time, they just sit there. But if you're a good storyteller, you're a good lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the gig when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, Pizza Hut, the bomb.
Get back to that real quick.
It was real good. I don't know. I enjoyed the Pizza Hut. I thought it was really good.
Oh well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I would not enjoy it. It's not my gig. I wonder if our ramblings are good enough today.
I don't
for
know.
certain people.
Well, that's a PSA announcement.
That is a PSA announcement.
Yeah, family's wonderful.
Sometimes you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family.
Well, you can pick your family. It's just a matter of...
Well, the people who are blood related to you, like it or not.
I guess, but you can just
later.
Later.
Decide not to speak to them anymore, which, by the way, if you're watching, you will never hear from me again. We're done.
Nah, I reached into my DNA and I switched that shit up. I was like, we is not fucking related.
Nope. We're done.
No, hey, listen, that's how it is.
And yet you still watch my podcast.
Yes, I don't know. Well, there you have it.
Oh, the tea right now. Holy crap, it
There's
just
tea.
got hot.
I was going to start off this podcast a little vulgar, but then I decided
Christian will do that for
that stuff stays at home.
There you go.
I don't say those things in public.
me. But to that one person.
Meaning, as a business owner, you have to keep things PG a lot when other
Yes.
people are watching.
Yes.
You can't say what you really think.
So if
it begins with a f and ends in a uck,
there you have
there
it,
it is.
ladies and gentlemen. There it is. God bless you. All right.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap on podcast
And
one.
that's a wrap.
At 15 minutes, it's our new record.
There you have it.
That's it. We're done.
However, the last batch of auctions were really good.
Where are they now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that gold and silver is still rallying, except for yesterday, gold took a dive again. And I think we've hit that point. But it doesn't matter. It's been the year of gold and silver.
It's been a year. It's been the year of market manipulation.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I don't disagree. The ups and the downs of everything. Yes, I don't disagree with that. But
if y'all don't think that a certain someone is doing all kinds of irrational crap and it's not manipulating the market, you're cracked. You need an education.
Well, we can start betting on Cashy. I mean, that's that's an up and down market too. I don't even understand that. How do people even gamble on this kind of stuff? Is beyond me. How you can gamble on everything. The world is gambling. I guess the business is gambling. Life is gambling. I guess the whole world is gambling. But
I'm going to stick to my normal addictions like food.
There you go. I don't disagree. But you could bet on that too.
Oh, God.
It's out there.
Will Taco Bell increase their menu prices? Will Popeyes charge more for the chicken sandwich?
Yes.
Stay tuned.
It's like that. That's what's crazy. You know, I remember watching on the news, they about 6 months ago, they did a thing about Cashy. And I opened it up and I looked at it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you even make money, but supposedly some guys out there are making millions of dollars on these prediction markets. And I just don't get it. It's like trading. And like you said, it's manipulation and inside trading on all aspects. It's just crazy. And nobody's monitoring it. Really.
I don't know if it's inside trading.
Well, of course it can be.
Well, of course there's inside trading. Look
at the guy at the Super Bowl. There was a guy that on Kashi, there was a bet, will somebody streak in the Super Bowl? And he bought a ticket, put $200,000 on it or something like that. And he streaked and went out and he made money. And
God bless him.
I'd do it for $1 million. I don't know, I'd do it for 200. Nah, 200's not enough.
Not enough to bail you out of jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, think you got to factor in court costs.
Yeah,
no, I guess so. No, it'd have to be
ticket price of the game. You know.
Well, no, let's talk about profit. What's the profit level that you would do something like that?
I think like it would you would have to clear at least $4,000. With all the fees.
Oh, I don't know if I'm doing
tickets, lawyers.
I need to take a year off. That's the kind of money we're talking. I need a year off at least to sit and do.
I was
nothing.
gonna say for a year off, I would do it. Absolutely, yeah, I would do that. Shit, I'll go run down the neighborhood here.
You have to live with those people.
Well, that's true. But listen, it's no different from going like on a nude beach or something. I mean, that's a possibility. To an extent, except for you don't have... But there you have hundreds of thousands of people cheering you on as you do it, too. They love that shit. Most people love it, like when somebody jumps on the field. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just something wrong with me.
They like it when it's not disrupting the game. When it's clear like that players are in the middle of something, they will... Oh, it's a problem.
No, I guess you're right. No, because any kind of distraction to the actual event is an issue.
Soccer fans will kill.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't.
I
really
watched
know.
one where a cat got on the field.
That's fun.
The whole stadium was cheering every time they got close to it. It got away. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's what I'm saying. That could be very entertaining.
Sometimes more entertaining than the game itself because it was baseball. No offense to you baseball fans there, but boy, you want to get in a good nap. Watch a baseball game.
Yes, I don't disagree. It's not like the hockey games with the Stanley Cup going on right now.
It's just baseball's boring. Sorry, Christian.
So
hockey's boring.
What would go on the the hockey stadium? What kind of animal would jump on there and start skating? I can't.
A raccoon. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
You can't get out there.
Well, we were just talking how they used to throw octopuses out there, but they're not alive.
What?
No. For a hat trick.
For a hat trick, they would throw an octopus on.
A hat trick is when the same player makes 3 goals in one game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody throws hats on the thing. But they used to throw octopus. I don't know the whole story behind it. I don't know how you would even just have an octopus on hand to throw onto the ice.
That place must have stunk.
I don't
like if it's that many. Oh, that's weird.
I don't know.
Humans are strange.
That I guess an octopus crawling along the ice during a game.
I don't know.
A big crackling for the crackling.
I don't have the answers to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Anyway,
really know.
back to gold.
Well, they could throw gold onto the field. You know? But yes, gold and silver has been the story of the year. Another great sale. I mean, listen, all the gold that we sold that day brought melt. I mean, and better. So it was a fantastic day. Silver, I thought, did relatively well. I think, though, it was a shame because I feel like most of it did go for the gold. Not all of it, but I'm just saying there was a lot there that went for the gold melt, which means it's being melted instead of worn.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't a lot there that was over the top that would go for more.
No, that's true.
Than
That's
gold
absolutely
melt.
true. It's not like the jewelry sale we had before. We had beautiful diamond brooches and diamond.
Yeah.
I don't disagree because that kind of stuff, even 2 sales ago, where we have our better fine jewelry with the diamonds and the emeralds and stuff. I mean, that stuff's bringing a fortune, quadruple of what it would melt for. You're right about that.
Exactly.
This was just gold. It was
It's
you want a gold chain? We have a gold chain for you.
Yeah.
And it brought melt, and some of it brought a little bit over melt, but what's
Best case
crazy?
scenario.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy though is like if you want a pair of earrings, forget about it, man. I mean, you're talking $800 on your ear for what gold's costing today. You know?
I know.
I know you just bought a pair of
I
earrings.
just bought a pair of
But
earrings.
they were beautiful. Yeah.
They are beautiful.
No, they are really beautiful. I just actually looked last night. She had earrings that were gold with some pearls and stuff like that. I was looking at it and I was going, man, it's crazy. I know there's probably like 500 in melt just in the gold that's in the earring. You know?
It took me a minute to figure out who she was. I'm like, who's she?
Where I went last night? Yeah, not like that. The house call I went on. Yes, the house call that I went on had beautiful jewelry. Easy.
Easy yourself. Maybe you should explain yourself.
I don't need to
better
explain
there, sir.
myself. I'll explain when I pick up the stuff and we have this beautiful jewelry at the sale. You shall see.
Got it.
But at any rate, that stuff did tremendous, and really the Americana sale I was very happy with. You know,
It was.
It was
And
a
I
roller
don't
coaster sale.
listen. I just bought a pair of earrings. What did I? I don't remember what I paid for them.
You didn't tell me. You hid it from me.
No, I didn't. I told you.
Well, and you came back, but you brought them back.
Well, initially I hid it from you.
Yeah, exactly.
I told the guy. He started putting it in a bag that says Queen May on it, and I said, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I can't walk in the door and
I
have
was
that
really
be the
happy
first
for
thing
it,
he
though.
sees."
They were beautiful. I love them. I think they're
You were
gorgeous.
just happy because I
Well,
haggled.
you negotiated with a jeweler.
I'm not a good haggler.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you negotiated. That's.
But
I'm proud of you.
I said if I walk in and because the guy said he'll never notice you're wearing different earrings. I'm like, oh yes he will.
Yeah,
Have
well.
you met my husband?
Yes, I will.
Yes he will. He notices if I take this one little strand of hair and cut it shorter, he'll notice.
I don't notice. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. I do notice things like that. But I don't think it was. I don't remember. It was probably like $800 if I remember correctly. $700-800. I don't know.
Yeah, and listen, I don't even mind paying a little over melt because the reality is, yes, it keeps going up, down right now. But it's never, the bottom's not going to drop out on the gold market.
I don't think so. No. There's
You
no
know?
way.
So, whatever. And I like them, so who cares?
Well, that's it. All that matters is that you like it. It's never an investment. You know, that's
well, kind of. It's an investment for the kids.
right. But I'm saying you shouldn't
'Cause-
think of buying something. Once you start buying things as an investment, you're going to lose your ass.
No, I don't. I
You need
buy
to
things.
love it.
I buy things I like, but then is it a fair price? And do I think in 30 years it's going to be worth nothing? Do you know what I mean?
Right. No,
So
well, that's true.
it's a factor. It's not the reason, but it is definitely a factor.
No, I
into
don't
it.
disagree. I mean, look at the furniture market. Speaking of something like that, people buy a new house, they go and buy brand new furniture.
Mm-hmm.
They'll spend $35,000, $50,000 on a dining room set that
Yeah.
we can't even sell for maybe $5,000. I mean, not even that.
The moment you take that dining room set and put it in your house, it's worth a quarter of what you paid for
yeah,
it.
no, it's crazy. The prices on
Unless it's specific makers.
yeah, but even that's what I'm saying. 5,000. I mean, because if you go. When we went to the furniture store and we bought this new sofa set, it really wasn't that bad what
No.
we paid for. I was actually pretty happy with the
Yeah.
price. I was like, well, that's not bad at all. But when you get into Baker Furniture, Maitland Smith,
Yeah.
Stickley,
That's
do
expensive.
stickly. Stuff's
Yeah,
very
no,
good.
I'm talking about you have to. It has to be older furniture, Nakashima,
Right.
older stickly, all that kind of stuff.
Well, even the new Stickley's doing good money, but it's not bringing what they. I mean, they charge like $5,000 a chair. I mean, if you were to buy a Stickley brand new Stickley Arts and Crafts dining room set, you're going to pay $3,000 to $5,000 a chair, probably about $8,000 to $12,000 for the table, probably another $15,000 for the sideboard, another $20,000 for the china closet. What is that? About $75,000. You'll resell it, but you'll probably only get back $20,000 out of that 70.
Thanks.
So yeah, you're going to lose your ass. It's like buying a car. It's no different.
Yeah, no thanks.
The cars aren't going to go up in value except for some stupid car that you won't want to drive because it cost you $180,000, and they only made 3 of them. You'll be scared to even insure the thing.
No, but the gold sale was great.
Yeah, no, I thought the jewelry sale did very well, and then we had the Americana sale that I thought did really well, up and down. What I liked about the Americana sale was every theme had a highlight. We had tin signs, and there was one tin sign that brought $1,200, and then there was a bunch of stuff that was $200 to $300, $400. Furniture. We had some Victorian furniture that brought good money. I mean, a sofa set for $450, Eastlake Victorian side-by-side bringing $350, where a lot of that stuff is dead these days. So I thought that stuff did good. It was just a nice sale overall. Some fine jewelry got off for good money, and it was a good sale.
And we definitely pulled in a lot of private buyers on that sale, which is always nice, because anytime I see hundreds and hundreds of invoices after a sale with 350 lots, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a doozy.
Right. Yeah, no, and, it's funny because I got that question last night from them as well. They were asking, like, what is your percentage of dealers to
private buyers?
Yeah, they asked me that question.
It varies by sale.
It really
varies
does.
by what it is. I'd say
Exactly.
the Americana sale was a 60-40 private to dealer.
Right.
That's what I would say as the person who does your invoicing after the sale.
Yeah, and what I told them, I said, it really depends what it is. If it's something rare, 9 times out of 10, it's going
private.
to a private person.
If it's just your average whatever stuff,
dealer,
it's a dealer.
Yeah, that's exactly that was what I told them. I said some sales it's 80% going out to privates, and some sales it's 20% going out to privates. It really depends what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, if you have a whole sale of real rare stuff, it's going to privates. That's what I told. They had some beautiful Native American Indian jewelry that I looked at last night.
And that stuff would go, again, probably 70-30 to a private.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said most of you should go to a private because it's Indian jewelry and it's very specific.
That Native American signed
it was
pieces.
Nice. Yeah, no, they had some
always
beautiful
nice.
pieces. They had beautiful Native American Indian stuff. 90% is coming to us, so check our sales. That'll be towards the end of the year when we sell that, but it was really, really nice that I looked at last night. Yeah, I thought it was great, and she had some decent artwork, some nice art glass. This is what I love about the business, is going out and looking at people's collections.
Every day's a new adventure.
It is. You never know what you're going to find.
Never know what you're gonna get.
No.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
This is true.
It would have been better if I didn't screw it up.
Why are you poking me?
Why are you so loud?
I'm not loud.
You're loud.
You're soft. I can't hear you. I must be deaf this morning because I keep thinking that you're talking very lightly and I'm like overpowering.
You're always overpowering.
I'm not overpowering. No. I'm very meek and mild. At least I like to think.
Even Christian's making a face.
I'm meek and mild. I'm very shy all the time. At any rate,
the He-Man ad we did proves differently.
there you have it. I don't know.
You're so loud.
Well, on that note, we have amplifiers coming up.
Oh,
What I need. I need an
you
amplifier.
need to be even louder.
Yes, I need to be even louder than what I am right now.
Fantastic.
So we have this fantastic, great collection of guitars. When I say guitars, like almost 80 guitars.
I know.
From 2 collections. Well, mostly from one collection. The one guy, he was a comic book artist who did Archie comics. And he also had a band. And he also was an artist. Oh, well, obviously because he's a comic book artist. But besides his comic book art, which we will be selling later this year, which is a lifetime. It's literally, there was up in his loft. He had a loft with 2 Corvettes underneath. This is the kind of life he lived, but he had 2 Corvettes, and he had a loft. And all these
fucking band was he in? The Archies?
I'm sorry?
What band was he in? The Archies?
I don't know what band he was in. You know what? I should really find that out. That would probably help the situation. I'll have to ask him what band he was actually in. But we have over 5,000 pieces of art, mostly comic art, but not like comic book art. There's some of that because he did Archie comics, but he has all his doodling and things, and he actually did programs. He had a comic strip in a fishing magazine. He was commissioned by AT&T to do art for different things. So it's like his whole lifetime of drawing, basically, his catalog of drawing. But besides that, he had a room that was all guitars. And the guitars span from a fantastic Gibson 1972 or 73. I think it's called a Firebird. And then there's other like great names. What's another great name? I think there's a Les Paul in there. There's a Gibson and a whole bunch. But anyway, I played the best part of that sale when we were doing it. I actually plugged in an amp and I played every one of them to see if they were working or not. You know.
You just like to make noise.
I do like to make noise. I love amplifiers. I love loud music. I could be a roadie. There's no question about it. You know. It's great to be on a mic. Obviously, here I am speaking on a mic right now. But yes, so there's all these fantastic guitars, amplifiers that come with that, record players. And amplifiers for record players. There's a phenomenal Danish record player, cassette tape deck player, and amplifier. That's probably going to bring like 5,000 to 8,000. I mean,
is that the one Matt keeps talking about that he wants?
He can't look at that one. I know he wants one.
He wants one. He needs one.
Yeah, he needs one to play his records on.
I'm sorry, kids. Our kid is into vinyl again.
Yes, he is,
which is great. I love it because we're buying him all these albums. You know, like for me, like the Eagles on vinyl is just, you don't hear all the little nuances and everything, but the record players these days are garbage.
Well, the record players we have,
So bad.
The record player, I think the Danish one we're talking about, he can't afford it. It's gonna be $3,000 for that.
But we do
player.
need to find him
a decent record player,
a decent
but he needs
stereo system.
he needs an amp and speakers too. I mean, I have the speakers down here he could use, but then you lose your shelf. You know, 'cause we usually put our Christmas things on the speakers.
That's true.
We've never used the speakers. I don't know why I have a $1,000 pair of speakers over there, but we never use them.
Never use them.
We never do. They're over there next to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to hook up. I had an amp, and then I hooked it in, and then I hooked it in to the TV, but it wasn't working that
it didn't
great.
work.
It didn't work right, and I was like,
I'll give you $400 for it.
Nah, I don't want to sell my speakers.
You don't want to sell your speakers that you don't use?
No, at least you know they're not blown.
Yeah.
and I do have an amplifier. Actually, I have a really nice amp in there in the garage now. That's where
We just need the decent record player.
Now we just need a decent record player, and then he's all set up. But then we'll lose our speakers.
We will lose our speakers, and I'm not having him hook it up down here.
Nah, there's
I don't need
speakers
two
in
of
this
you that
sale.
are loud.
This guy has speakers. He has a couple really nice speakers. We could buy a whole setup that way, but they could cost you money, man. That's the deal with music equipment.
I know, but I
Cost you money.
hate listening to him. Listen to these records.
It's like in mono.
That's like sounds like it's like coming out of a tin can. You know what I mean?
Out of a tin can, yeah.
Like the old timey gramophones.
Right,
you know?
right.
You had parts of gramophones.
Yeah.
Recently, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
It's
just
like
sold too.
Yeah.
that. The
Victrolas.
There you go.
Victrolas. Yeah, no, it's such an awful sound. And I remember growing up as a kid. I mean, even I had a record player, cassette player with an amplifier and the whole line in my room. That's what you did. It was the 80s.
I had a boombox.
You know, I didn't have a boombox. I had that whole setup, and I would steal my mom's vinyl. and just put it on there, and it sounded so good. And then eventually she's like, "Can I have it back, please?"
Yeah,
She'd
I
come
never
after
had
me.
a stackable. That's one thing I didn't.
Oh,
have.
I had one.
I didn't have a stackable. My father would have one, so I'd go in his office and play it.
My dad had one too, and he would play it. And the speakers, especially when I was a teenager, I'm laughing the other day. I'm working in the back. I think you were outside. I don't know what you had on, but it was playing the most random music.
Right.
Like it was playing like jazz, and then something from the 40s, and then
polka.
country music, and whatever. It was all, I don't know what you had on. All of a sudden, your cheating heart, Hank Williams Sr., came on, and all I remembered was being like a 16-year-old kid again at my dad's on a Saturday at like noon. I was out with my friends all night, and he would blare Your Cheating Heart to wake me and my sister up on his stereo, and it would rattle the whole house.
You're talking last Tuesday, that was. Because Tuesday night I went to the back to load up.
No, it was just this. It was Monday. It was Monday.
Oh, this week.
Yeah, it was just Monday of this week. Whatever was on was just random.
That was the 50 station on Amazon. That's what
Okay.
It was the 50 station on Amazon.
It was just playing the most
I thought you
random
meant
mix
you
of
were
crap.
outside working here and you could hear it down there,
No.
because Tuesday night I had a rough day and I went down to
Yeah,
the
you
warehouse.
sure did.
I went down to the warehouse at like 7:00 at night. So I had to finish work. I actually had to cancel an appointment, and which I never do, but I canceled a house call that night and actually going there tonight. But at any rate, I had to cancel that appointment, and I had to take what was in the building and really set it up so they were good for when we left.
Yeah.
So the stereo system that we have in the back basically is our speaker system from the auction house,
Yeah.
which if you put it on full blast, it's meant to
my
be
God.
in like a 30,000 square foot facility.
It's so freaking loud.
It's loud, man. I mean, I don't even know, Christian, if you ever heard me play a full blast back there, but it
no,
could be.
you'd remember.
You would remember that. I mean, it's like
What, the Alexa system?
not just the Alexa, but just my speakers in
Because
the
the
back.
Alexa hooks into the soundboard, which hooks into the speakers.
Oh, there was that one time I accidentally, because with Alexa, I don't know if most people know this, you can control the individual volumes with vocal controls as well.
Yeah.
So you could be like, Alexa, turn volume down to 6. And what I did not realize, what 7 represents in that space, because you guys have it at like 1 or 2.
Right.
And my ears rattled to Talking Into Your Sleep by the Romantics.
Right.
I was like, Alexa, lower it to 3. God damn it. Oh my God, it was loud.
Yeah, no, it's loud. So
And that was a
loud.
7.
When
Yes.
he puts it up, if I walk out that door,
yeah, you can hear it up here
I
at
can
the
hear
house.
it.
Yeah, you can hear it up at the house here.
you can hear everything.
Yeah, no, I love a good sound system.
Even the auction, even on auction day, if I leave to come up here for a minute, I hit about halfway into the backyard and I can just hear you.
I believe it. 'Cause I have it turned up on auction day so I can hear myself.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. But I've always been that way. Even when I had a van.
I know this is why you're deaf.
What?
This is why when I speak at a normal level,
I
you're
can't,
like,
yeah.
she's whispering.
She's whispering.
I think you're whispering right now. So.
No, am I whispering right now? Or am I speaking in
You're speaking.
a normal tone?
Yeah, yeah.
You
Hey,
said-
Joe, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. It was a little delayed, but there we go.
Yeah, but no, I guess so. My father used to say that he would know I'm coming home at night.
Yes.
Because he would hear my car system about a mile and a half away. We lived on South Middlebush Road and where my father is now.
Mm-hmm.
But so he would turn off South Middlebush Road, come past the cow farm, and you come down the hill, and I come back up. When I was coming back up, you can hear my bass. And that's about a mile and a half away. It was. I had two 12-inchers in a box, man, in a van, and it was probably, if I remember
It's not like
correctly-
I grew up with a hip hop dad. It's not like I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
My dad's nickname was the Nocturnal.
There you
so
have
he
it.
used to do this at night.
Right.
The cops in our neighborhood, you know how he got away with doing that? He would invite them in and be like, yo, you want to hear what I'm working on?
Right.
So the local cops would get called. It's 2 a.m. and you're blasting beats with sub.
Right.
And he'd be like, so sorry, but you want to hear it? And they're like, yeah, come through. So the cops would come in and they would listen to my dad make beats.
Right.
I can still hear you coming home now.
Really?
Yeah, I know you're pulling in.
Oh, I do have a bass speaker in
about
this truck, but
3 minutes before you pull in the driveway, I know you're pulling in the driveway.
I believe it. I mean, listen, I do have a bass speaker in the current truck, but it's nothing like what my system used to be. I think I still have the box in the back, right? I never get rid of it. It's up by the boxes there.
Yeah.
I still have my bass. I can't get myself to get rid of my bass speaker, only because them speakers were probably there again. They were expensive. They were probably like $600 a piece and $1,200 for the box. You know, but I guarantee you, I could probably put it in the back seat. I'd lift the seat up and put that box in there. I could hook the current amp in and have mega bass. I'll never forget. So when I got that system, I was like 19. The guy who worked with me at Food Town, he did systems. He actually opened up his own place. His name was Lenny, and then he ended up closing, but he was in New Brunswick. But anyway, I remember I had him put it all in, and he put a little Post-it note. He said, for sickening bass, click here. And it was nuts. It was so loud. I mean, so loud. Oh my God. It would, you know the commercials where your face is vibrating? Yeah. My truck used to sound like that.
I hate that.
Yeah, but it was great. It didn't sound like crap like what you hear, because as long as you have the right speaker with the right ampage, it sounds fantastic. You know what I'm saying? It's not like in the back of a Honda and you hear the trunk rattling. You know what I'm saying? I know you're like, whatever, but I had that. I had neon lights. We relive in my childhood.
So
here.
you have the teeth rattling kind of bass.
I did, yes.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Yeah,
it was
I hate
crazy,
it too.
man. That's why I'm deaf now, I guess. You know?
No, listen, I like bass as much as the next dude, but teeth rattling bass
It
is
feels
a
like
whole
it sucks.
thing.
It sucks the air
Like-
out of your lungs. Like
Oh,
you
you
can't
can
breathe.
feel it in your chest, man.
Yeah, you can't breathe.
It was great.
I hated it.
I loved it.
I wonder if that would help you when you're sick, right? Like, you know how you're supposed to loosen
Yeah.
up your congestion?
Right,
If I just, like, stood in front of a bass amp, would that, like, help? Especially if it feels like if it's loosening things up, if it's clattering my teeth.
I don't know.
When we're done with this podcast, let's drag it out. We'll put it in the truck real quick, because I do my amp right now. It's a 400 watt amp in there. It's nowhere near max capacity to what that bass speaker is. I could hook that up and it would rock, man. There's no question about it. It would rock. I know that. But anyway,
Boys are
I need
stupid.
some. Whatever you say. Boys are disgusting.
Boys are disgusting.
That's been your 2 week proverb of
Boys
myself.
I live in a house full of boys. Boys are disgusting.
I guess so. I need neon lights on my truck.
You need nothing. Your truck, you need a new truck.
Well, that's true. Well, if I get a new truck, I can get new neons.
No. Waste of money.
No, the lights are...
Nope.
It's like a billboard.
Nope.
It's a billboard
Nope.
going down the street.
Nope.
So anyway, we have these amps in the sale.
Yes.
All right. Then we move into...
Teacups.
No. Yes, teacups are coming too. Teacups. But we move into trumpets and cornets. And what do they call it? It's cornets and something else, right? Bugles? No.
Bugles.
Is it bugles? I don't know. There's another word for it. I can't think of what it is. But so this gentleman who collected the golf things that we sold recently also collected horns. And they're all basically turn of the century through the 1950s. And he collected jazz musicians' horns and cornets. And there's another word I can't think of. Maybe it's cornets only. I don't remember. But there's probably 65 of them, and one's nicer than the next. A lot made in France, some made in the USA, but beautiful, beautiful collection. And then he had jazz memorabilia and photographs of jazz players. There's a contract for Louis Armstrong there, but Louis Armstrong didn't sign it. His producer did. But we do have the contract for Louis Armstrong. And then there's great photographs from tintypes, which are turn of the century, to CDVs.
Yeah, CDVs.
So the tintypes would be like more like 1850 to 1880, I would think, and then the CDVs kind of go into play in the late 1800s to the early 1900s.
Yeah, probably a little later, 1860s.
So there's probably like 55, 60 photographs of trumpet players and bands and circus bands and things like that. And what was even cooler, there's two musician like you would when you did marching band, you would have like the sheet music on like a thing that you would put on it.
Oh, your stand. It's just a stand.
Yeah, but not the stand, but the actual music that went on that stand. So it's tiny. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
So the sheet music for a circus band. That's turn of the century. That's almost hand done. It's really cool. There's 2 of them back there. I thought they were pretty neat. It's like marches,
That is very neat.
Yeah, so I thought they were cool. So that's day one. And then we go into...
Teacups.
Yes, teacups. Shelley.
Shelley.
Yeah, the Silverman collection.
Yep.
Lot
of teacups.
800 teacups back there right now.
Did you see what I was talking about, though?
A lot of tea.
They got through way less than you anticipated.
31 lots.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I don't know. I can't figure out what's happening. But yes, they only got through 30 lots yesterday.
Michelle was happy.
I'm sure Michelle was happy because she was caught up.
Was no problem caught up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I kept thinking, Joe's not going to be happy.
No, I just went back there and looked this morning, and I'm like, where are they at? So in perspective, when you're when you're cataloging and you're humming and you're doing like a good
you can do about
shot,
100 lots.
You can do 100 lots in a day.
In a day.
And then,
if I'm really humming, I can do about $120.
Yeah, and we average about 80 a day. That's really the realistic. But they got through 30 lots yesterday. I don't know why. I don't understand. I was going to talk to Erica beforehand, but I didn't get a chance to. But hopefully they're quicker today. But there's the Silverman Shelley Cup and Saucer collection featured in a book, a reference book. Every one of these cups and saucers were actually photographed in a reference book. And Shelley is just one of the greatest English makers of china when it comes to fine bone porcelain china of the time. And really, out of the 800, none match. I mean, they're all different patterns. I never realized
there's a little set.
I guess there's a little set.
There's a little set, but so no, they're all...
Let's say there's 650 different patterns.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
How did they even do that?
I don't know.
I mean, how do you come up with 650 different patterns in your lifetime of being a business? That just seems crazy. But I guess every year they must have just put out different patterns. I guess.
Every year? That's 650 years. That's a long time.
Okay, no. Every year they came up with 10 new patterns.
No, I was going to say at least, if not more.
Well, apparently they've been around since the late 1800s and coming into the turn of the century, and then they were like really big. It looks like through the 30s and the 50s. Yeah. But I guess all those Queen Elizabeth people were drinking tea.
Do not mess with British people and their tea, man.
They love that tea. Man.
There's a specific way of doing things.
Don't they have tea like 5 times a day? Or
something? Once.
Every time we watch The Crown, they're having tea.
They have high tea once a day, but they drink a lot of tea.
Does that mean you get high when you drink it?
No, it means you stop and you have your tea and your snacks, whatever they, your little, whatever they are.
We should start doing this in the back.
Listen, America is the only country that doesn't take this rest in the middle of the day.
Like a siesta.
Like a siesta or a high tea or, whatever. Businesses close down in other countries, during this time.
Oh, no, we can't have that.
America is the only country where it's like...
Work.
24/7.
Work. I'll give you some cold tea instead of hot tea.
Hey, they outlawed that a long time ago.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, sir. Yes, but work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the I guess so. I guess they had, but in The Crown, every time you watch them, they're having tea. They're always having tea.
Well, that was the Queen. What else does she have to do all day long?
Sign some documents.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Colonize.
Come down on her son.
Colonize countries.
She didn't come down on her son too
Steal
good.
for the British Museum. Oh God.
We're stealing from who stole from the British Museum? Did the Queen steal from the British Museum?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. I said that the Queen was stealing for.
Stealing for
the British
Well,
Museum.
that I believe, yes. I would agree to that. But,
No, I don't know.
No, I was saying, oh my God, to what you said about her son. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Going for the throat.
Well, he's...
going for the crown.
He looks pretty guilty to me.
Very first monarch to... Well, no. I'm sorry. I'm lying. Henry VIII had the record on that one.
Right,
but first modern monarch to have a divorce. I mean, the rules don't apply to them.
Who are we talking about? We're talking about
Charles.
Oh, I'm talking about the other son. Yeah.
Any of them.
Yes.
Let's be real.
Yes.
Except for Anne. God, I love her.
Who?
The daughter.
Queen Anne?
She's not a queen. She should have been queen.
Who's the daughter? Oh,
Anne.
Anne. I got what you're saying. Yeah. You don't think about her. I see her in the
no.
crown.
Listen. As a human, I love her. She is no freaking nonsense like her father.
Right.
Like, she will just cut you off at the knees. But she is the hardest working royal that out of all of them.
Right. Well, I know you're into the royals. You know all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she is the hardest working one. She does sometimes up to 4 different events a day, every day.
Right.
Every day.
We actually have in the Shelley collection. There's commemorative stuff.
I believe it.
Yeah, there was commemorative Shelley back there. I saw a nice little pile. It was like probably about 35 pieces or so commemorative to the crown for high tea. When's high tea? What time?
I don't know.
Is that 3 o'clock? 5 o'clock? 2 o'clock?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
would imagine it's in the afternoon.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's in the afternoon. What time specifically? I don't know if there's a specific time for it.
Mid-afternoon to early evening.
Yeah. So about 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
So like I'm too early on high tea when I take my 1:30 10-minute break during the auction. On that sale, I'm going to call it, we're going to our high tea. We'll be right back in 10 minutes.
Typically eaten between 5 and 7 p.m.
5 and 7.
High tea.
Wow.
High tea
So
is
they're
late
working
afternoon.
So what
Or
time do they
early.
eat dinner?
Then there's cream tea. What the fuck? There's like different designations here. It's like a weird offshoot of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's
It's a
like
weird offshoot. But then what time? If they're eating between 5 and 7, what time do they eat dinner? Because I mean,
Yeah, dinner time for us is 6:30.
I know.
5,
Yeah,
6,
I eat dinner like an old person. 5:30.
I like it better though. You eat too late. I mean, look
Oh,
at
it makes no.
we
I
watched
feel like
the boat show. They're starting dinner at 9 p.m. Finish dinner at 11 and go to bed. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I can't go to bed with a full stomach
Man,
like that.
no, that's nuts, man. But yeah, no. High tea, guitars,
Yeah,
cornets,
fun stuff.
fun stuff all next week. Check it out.
Unique.
Can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this stuff is going to bring. It's going to be a good sale. Guitars always do well. I'm really curious to see where this guitar collection goes. This should be a lot of fun. And the Shelley, hey, it's got book reference, so it should do well. It's a great collection. The biggest collection I've ever sold in 32 years of just one thing like that is Shelley. Probably one of the biggest collections ever.
Yep.
And if you have a collection and you would like to feature it on our podcast or even have us sell it for you, you can.
I want to see if you can do it.
You can contact us at Bodnars Podcast at
No.
Bodnars Bids and Banter at
No.
Bodnars Bids and Banter.
No.
What is it? I don't know. Contact me, Joe Bodnar at bodnarsauction.com. But what's the podcast email?
Bodnars Bids and Banter Podcast at gmail.com.
There you have it. You can go there. You can go
Follow us on all the things. Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. Have some high tea with us every 3 weeks right here. And with that, I'm going to get some tea. Want to have some tea?
No, I'm good.
No? A cup of coffee? I know you
I
don't
don't drink coffee.
Decaffeinated tea? Some Chardonnay? What do you drink? It's Chalamet. You're drinking Chalamet? No, you're not drinking Chalamet. Calamay. Chamomile teal. Want some chamomile teal? Chamomile. You want some chamomile teal? We can have you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. And with that, we will take you out. Thanks for joining us this entire podcast. Once again,
Here's my mascara.
I'm Joe Bodnar.
I can't talk.
And you are Maureen Bodnar. Have yourself a wonderful day.